What's up, world? It's your boy, Mr. Mogul, and welcome to Mogul Life. This is one of the first videos that I'll ever do, only because of the message I want to deliver. I'll start off with a little story, if you can bear with me. So I go to Monterey like maybe once or twice a year for vacation, and Monterey, California. And along the piers is the Bubble Gump restaurant. From the Forrest Gump movie. I think Tom Hanks is actually like the owner of this business or this franchise or what have we, or maybe a partner at least. And it's just so like coincidental that, or ironic, I should say, that right outside the restaurant is a Zoltar, the genie machine from his other movie, Big, when he, the one from like I think the 80s when he turned into an adult and stuff like that. Anyways, I went to this particular time. I went to Zoltar. I go every time. I always visit Zoltar every time I go out there. I just feel like the universe speaks through any vessel as long as it gets the message across. You just have to be conscious and aware of the messages and the signs. So I go there. I pay for my reading, and he tells me great intent is nothing compared to a good deed. Then he goes on to say, yeah, intending. You can intend all you want, but only when you do is when you get the results, right? And I may have like butchered it a little bit, but I might even if I can find a clip, I'll post a clip, and it'll be at the end of the video. I actually got to go dig it up now and see if I can find it, but because I did record it. So anyways, that kind of like resonated with me and where I am in life right now, and I felt like not only is it going to be helpful for me, but it could be helpful for you guys too. So the way I took it was, I could want to be a millionaire. I could want to do all kinds of stuff, but until I actually take action is when it actually happens. So that's the first nugget that you should probably pull from this video. Second, we're going to get a little bit more into goal mapping. That's a term that I learned from Tim Ferriss with the 4-hour work week. You turn dreams into goals. You have to make it real. We could intend to be billionaires and have this clothesline and have all this stuff, but goal mapping, you have to map out, okay, the end goal obviously is, let's say for example, I might even try to use the same example as Tim Ferriss and maybe a second one. Let's say for example you want to do, I think he used Lamborghini or something like that as his example. So I could want a Lamborghini all I want, right? But until I have to do the research. Step one is do the research on a Lamborghini. What year, what make, what model. See the price. You don't even know the price, but you want one. You don't know how much it costs. You just hear other people say, oh, they're about $3 million or $300,000 or whatever the case may be. Go find out for yourself. Go to the website. Use a search engine. Look up Lamborghini price for the whatever year and model and what have we. Look it up. That's step one. Look it up. Be a little bit more specific and not as vague, in other words. Don't just leave it as a dream like, oh yeah, I want one. Alright, well, how much does it cost? I don't know, I just want one. Alright, well, how likely are you to get one if you don't know anything about it, right? So yeah, that's step one. Goal mapping. Now it turns into a goal. Oh, okay, so it's $300,000 for this. If I finance it, how much would it cost me per month as a payment? Now you break it down, like, okay, if I throw down X amount % as a down payment, the remainder will be this, and I'll get financed for this amount. It breaks down. I'll use a auto loan calculator, for example, and I'll look up And I actually punch in the numbers and the percentage and blah 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 blah, and it shows that I have to pay $3,000 a month, for example. You just turned it from a dream to an actual goal now, because now all you need to do is figure out how to make $3,000 a month additional income to supplement that, that, or to satisfy that payment every month, right? Or better yet, figure out how to make 300,000 and pay cash, but it turns into a goal now. It's not just a dream anymore. Another example I can give you is, say you want to do a clothesline, or you want to do something like, just say a clothing line, or some unique, something different to approach the clothing, the fashion world, for example. Let's say you have a design that nobody has. Well, you need to go see basically if that patent exists already, and if it doesn't, you need to hurry up and sew that patent up. So those are your first few steps. Do a patent search. If you don't know how to do that, the prerequisite to doing the search is to learn how to do the search now. So now you have things to do. Now you're creating actual tasks that you can knock out today, versus just dreaming forever and never getting anything accomplished because you don't know where to start. So goal mapping. You know, look up the trademark for the name. See if the domain name is taken for that particular name. See if, you have to incorporate your business. So learn how to do that if you don't already know how, or pay somebody to incorporate, and maybe even consult. Like, there's a few, I seen a video like a couple months back. There was a corporate attorney that pretty much gave up a whole bunch of game. I don't know the name of this person at the moment. I have to dig deep in my YouTube history or something like that. But anyways, this dude was explaining what his services are, and there's a free consultation, and he can help you from startup, like idea, all the way to finish. So there are more than just one, it's more than one corporate attorney that's like that, I'm sure, but maybe you want to consult with one of them for free. These are steps now. It's turning from, just something small or some big dream, and you just visualize, you're living in this delusional world right now, like, yeah, I'll be a billionaire, I'm gonna be rich, oh my god, I can't wait, yes, 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 and just keep going, like, and then we can do this, and then we can do this, and then I could do this, and blah 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 blah. Alright, so where's your starting point? If you don't know that, then you can intend, going back to Zotar, you can intend, but until you actually do is when you get the results. But if you don't know what to do, and where, and where is my first step, or what is my first step, then how can you do? So, these are like prerequisites. You have to do the research. That is the first step. You have to be more definite, be less vague and dreamy, and actually be realistic. And don't get discouraged because you have to start somewhere. Like, here's another quote I'm about to butcher. A journey of 1,000 miles starts from the first step. I don't even know who said that either. I just hear good stuff and it just sticks with me. But anyways, the exercise I would want to give you guys, if you've been sticking around for the past 9-10 minutes, exercise is this. Get a notebook. Don't put it in the phone and the calendars. Some people, the calendars and the alerts and stuff, for me, they don't work, because I could easily just look at it and just ignore it. Like, oh, I do it in like 20 minutes. I'm running behind schedule. But if I write it down on a notebook and I list out everything that I need to do, now my OCD wants me to cross things off the list. You can even write it in the particular order of, throughout the day. Like, okay, in the beginning of the morning, I'm going to do my training so I don't have to work out at night and make it feel like a chore. Blah, 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 blah. By 12 o'clock, I want to be finishing up on those tasks and be, getting into this. And then in the evening, I want to get creative and just let my juices flow. But those are, you wrote it down, at least you like premeditated the whole day or the whole week. So my exercise for you guys is this: whatever day you consider day one of the week, the night before, write out everything that has to be done for the week. Not like way down the line, big goals like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, learn, not learn this. That's like an ongoing type of task though. Write the realistic things that you could tackle today in the immediate, moment, like in the present. What realistically, what can you do today? You know what I mean? Write all of those things down for the week. So, for example, if Monday is my day one of the week, then let's go Sunday night. I'm planning everything out. I already have my whole week of all my tasks. Like, okay, I got to do this, and this. Then you can break that list down into days. Like, okay, well, realistically, I probably won't knock all this out in one day, but let me tackle like 12 out of the 30 things, Monday. And if I fall short, I fall short, but at least I know what I need to be doing and I'm crossing things off the list versus just dreaming all day. So, and then you break down, you can look at the list each day and plan out the following day out of, based off the items on the list. Okay, if I have to do patent search and, name search and all these different things, I'll do that all on Monday. Tuesday, I have to, follow up with and create, my corporation and this, and this, or I have to do this, and this. But be realistic. Put things in order. Like, just jot them down first and then start to put them in order and group them with similar tasks, though. Like, all my searches are right within the first few hours of the morning, for example. If I have to call people, I need to tackle those things in the morning. If I have to send in documents and fax back and forth documents and emails, and let's do that early in the day before the business day ends. Depending on your time zone, you might have to move a little faster. You might have to do things a little earlier or a little later. So, for example, in my case, let's say business hours are like, I'll say 8 to 5. Sometimes some people do 7, some companies do 7, but let's say 5 o'clock is the cutoff time or 6 o'clock is the cutoff time. But 6 o'clock East Coast time and I'm West Coast, like Pacific time. That means I need to finish up all of my calling and texts and emails and stuff like that before 3 p.m. You see how that goes? So now, after that, after 3 p.m., all of those things are out the way. Now what can I do? So now it's just like, it's also time management all at the same time. So this exercise is basically that. So, enough of my rambling. Exercise. Write it down. Turn the dream into a goal. Write it on paper. It's actually physically manifesting along the way too. You're turning it from a thought. It manifests to a document. It's almost like a declaration saying, hey, I intend to do this, and these are my tasks. And then now you physically manifest it. This is how you make things come true. And you make them real. You make them physical. You know what I mean? Like the physical experience versus just being delusional, living in my mind. You know what I mean? So stop dreaming. Write it down. Be realistic about where you need to start from. Don't write down the end goal on the paper for your goals. Yeah, you do write it down, but you need to start from square one. Be realistic. Be honest. And be brave. Don't look at this mountain and say, damn, that's a big ass mountain, and discourage yourself. You know what I mean? Just walk. Don't even think about how high the mountain is. Just start. Like I said, journey of 1,000 miles started with the first step. So with that being said, if you like the message, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I will continue to plug you guys with as much information as I have, and things that I may have experienced, or maybe even just heard, eavesdropping, or something I read. I'll always share as many nuggets as I can. Just want to help everybody, because I feel like we are entitled to abundance and success. So cheers to our success, and get that notebook out and get started. Mr. Mogul signing out. Peace.
I am Zoltar, the great gypsy. The great Zoltar here. Listen to this, your fortune, for I tell you it is true. The smallest good deed is better than the grandest intention. Take it from me, the great Zoltar. Intending shall get you nowhere, but doing, yes, that will bring you much reward. Provide Zoltar more treasure, and I will provide you with the depths of wisdom.
This shit is scary because he'll look dead at you.